Launching the Mindshare Learning Report, Canada's Learning and Technology e-magazine. I have the good fortune to have a Mindshare Learning moment with Brian Aspinall, educator, STEM advocate, and program director for Fair Chance Learning, on the eve of Halloween and our STEM special edition of the Mindshare Learning Report coming out in a couple of days. Thank you for joining me, Brian.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's great to see you embracing the spirit of Halloween, and it really speaks to your passion about making an impact on students in the classroom. I had the good fortune of being with you at this Connected Learning Conference hosted by Microsoft in Halifax last week, and you really illuminated the room and engaged the students, whether they're, in elementary school or us mature lifelong learners like myself. What is it about STEM that really excites you?
Well, you know what? The whole STEM movement, it's such a wonderful thing because even from a mindset, it's about spiraling curriculum, right? It's about moving beyond teaching some of our curriculum strands and subjects in that siloed environment, that we've sort of traditionally been doing. So it just makes people think about how can we take our lessons and our activities and go beyond those isolated subject areas when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and math. But even beyond that, talking about computational thinking, which was, believe it or not, first defined in 2006 by Jeanette Wing at Microsoft. And she said it's a skill for the future, but not just for computer scientists, right? The ability to use the synergy of the human mind and the technology and tools at our fingertips in order to solve authentic problems, create solutions instead of just finding solutions.
Well, speaking of fingertips, you have at your fingertips, along with your costume, some props that you might speak to about some of the tools that you're excited about these days.
I'm super excited about all kinds of hardware tangibles, whether it's Makey or Arduino or Raspberry Pi or, in this case,
Microbit.
A Microbit, which is a super cool product because it's got output right on the board, which sets it apart, right? There's some LEDs there that kids can program to blink and light up and do all sorts of really cool things. I was actually thinking about it today. A fun project for Halloween might be to code a little blinking light pattern that
like a little wear on their pumpkin. You can code a pumpkin.
But it would flash. So kids are safe. They could put it on their costume so when they're crossing the street, they're safe because people would see the
That's
reflecting
brilliant.
lights.
I was lucky to hold one of those, and you have the first ones in Canada, don't you?
They're very hard to find at this point in time.
And where can an educator go online to access those microchips?
You know what? The Microbit organization went global last week. So microbit.org is where you can find some really cool things, lesson plans. You don't actually need this to get started with this. There's a virtual simulator at microbit.org
cool.
It's super cool. It uses Microsoft's block-based coding tool, Microsoft's PXT block-based coding editor, touch develop, but you can also program it with Python and JavaScript. So it offers a continuum, right, for kids and teachers at all abilities to be successful.
Any other tools that you have in your tool bag that you might want to share?
I have all kinds of tools here, actually. We've got the drone, the rolling spider drone.
Oh my goodness!
Saw this thing. I saw it on clearance at Shoppers this week for about $80. That's
wow.
A great deal.
I need to get myself one of those. Will it bring me my cappuccino in the morning? Can I program it?
Absolutely, and it'll take pictures the whole time from the sky. You can have it take aerial shots.
Super cool.
This is a cool little gadget. It's called a swivel. Have you ever seen a swivel?
Yes, I have.
Not necessarily in the STEM environment, but you put a tablet in there, and a presenter or a teacher would wear this remote, and it swivels, all right? And it tracks the location of the presenter and will actually capture their talk or the lesson plan.
That's a great segue to you speaking at our conference this Thursday. Perhaps bring that along, and we'll have it swiveling around as you're meandering across the stage, enlightening our EdTech Summit delegates with your inspirational talk, and you're gonna speak about STEM and
we're talking pedagogy, big umbrella stuff, right? Computational thinking and some of those pillars, right? We've got Minecraft Education Edition launching tomorrow.
Well,
So we
listen,
might be able to talk about that.
I love your passion, and I thank you so much for your time this morning, Brian. We'll let you get back to preparations for going out and trick-or-treating.
Absolutely.
That was Brian Aspinall, educator, STEM advocate, and program director for Fair Chance Learning. My name is Robert Mertolacci of the Mindshare Learning Report. Until next time, have a great trick-or-treat night.